You know, the universe is full of wonders. We see stars, galaxies, and these vast clouds of gas, right? But honestly, most of what exists out there is invisible to us. There's this mysterious force that's actually pushing everything apart, and scientists call it dark energy. It's hands down the biggest mystery in all of cosmology today. Just imagine a power so immense, it can move entire galaxies. And this isn't science fiction. It's happening right now, all around us. So imagine a power source that never runs out. A source that's literally everywhere in the universe. That's the promise of dark energy. The concept of harnessing dark energy often sounds like something straight out of a science fiction novel. In a lot of stories, advanced alien civilizations wield this cosmic power to reshape galaxies or travel faster than light. These questions aren't just confined to fiction anymore. They're now being seriously considered by physicists. So what exactly is this mysterious force we call dark energy? To understand it, we first need to think about gravity. Gravity is the great cosmic architect, building the magnificent structures we see all across the universe. Albert Einstein was actually the first to consider this possibility. He added a term to his equations of general relativity, called the cosmological constant. His blunder might just be the key to understanding the universe's biggest secret. The discovery of dark energy was not something scientists were actually looking for. It was a complete and utter surprise. Their tool of choice was a special kind of exploding star, a stellar explosion known as a Type Ia supernova. Imagine you have a row of identical 100-watt light bulbs stretching off into the distance. Astronomers use Type Ia supernova in the same way, but when they analyzed their data, they found something astonishing. The universe's expansion was accelerating. The discovery that the universe's expansion is accelerating was a watershed moment in science. Honestly, it was like throwing a ball into the air and watching it fly faster and faster into the sky, totally defying gravity. Scientists gave this mysterious entity a name, dark energy. For the first several billion years after the Big Bang, the universe was smaller and denser. About 5 billion years ago, a cosmic tipping point was reached. One by one, distant galaxies will wink out of sight, vanishing from our observable universe forever. If this trend continues, future astronomers in the far distant future will look out into the night sky and see nothing but our own Milky Way galaxy in a vast empty void. So how could a civilization possibly tap into this mysterious force? The simplest explanation is Einstein's cosmological constant. Another more complex idea is that dark energy is not constant at all. It might be a new kind of energy field that fills all of space, something physicists call quintessence. Think of it like a weather system for the entire universe. When faced with a challenge as grand as harnessing dark energy, it's often helpful to look to our most creative thinkers, science fiction writers. From powering starships to building new worlds, science fiction has painted a vivid picture of what a future powered by dark energy could look like. Such a drive would work by creating a bubble of normal space around a ship, and then using a powerful energy source to expand space behind the ship and contract it in front. Dark energy, the force that naturally expands space, is the perfect fictional candidate for powering such an incredible machine. Let's ground these ideas back in real-world physics. The most promising, though still highly theoretical concept is related to something called the Casimir effect. It happens because the space between the plates restricts the kinds of virtual particles that can pop in and out of existence, creating a pressure difference between the inside and the outside. Today, our most advanced energy projects are things like nuclear fusion reactors, like the ITER project in France. A dark energy collector would make ITER look like a simple toy. To control a force that operates on the scale of the entire universe, our tools would need to be equally grand. These are the kinds of projects we see in concepts like the Dyson sphere, a hypothetical megastructure that encloses a star to capture all of its energy output. Such a structure would be beyond our current material science. It would need to be incredibly strong, yet impossibly light. Perhaps it would be built not from metal or rock, but from pure energy fields or woven from the fabric of space-time itself. What if dark energy is not a constant, but a dynamic field like quintessence? This possibility opens up a different, perhaps more elegant technological path. Its purpose would be to ring the dark energy field like a bell, creating vibrations that could be converted into power. Our current most sensitive instruments are gravitational wave detectors like LIGO. It might consist of a network of synchronized probes distributed across a solar system, all working together to create a coherent resonance. Before any of these grand tools can be built, a civilization needs a revolutionary new toolkit of scientific knowledge. To control dark energy, we would first need a complete and verified theory of quantum gravity. Before we could build a computer, we needed to develop the theory of quantum mechanics to understand semiconductors. Before we could build a GPS system, we needed Einstein's theory of general relativity to account for how gravity affects time. Attempting to harness dark energy is not just a technological challenge, it is a monumental risk. A small mistake on this cosmic scale could have devastating consequences, not just for us, but for our entire corner of the cosmos. It is the ultimate gamble, with the stability of spacetime itself as the stakes. A runaway vacuum energy event could, in theory, consume our entire solar system. Let's explore the nightmare scenario in more detail. One of the leading theories is that our current vacuum state, the one that contains dark energy, is not the true ground state. It is a false vacuum. A bubble of the true vacuum would form and expand at nearly the speed of light. Inside this bubble, the properties of matter could be completely different. A vacuum decay event triggered in our part of the universe would not stop. It would continue expanding outwards, eventually rewriting the physical laws of our entire galaxy and beyond. Beyond the catastrophic risk of a runaway reaction, there are other, more subtle dangers to consider. Over centuries, this could begin to accelerate the expansion of space in our own galactic neighborhood. We might find ourselves trapped on a lonely island in space-time, cut off from the rest of the universe not by natural expansion, but by our own technology. A civilization that masters dark energy could, in theory, push entire star systems into black holes or rip planets apart by manipulating the space they occupy. Imagine a future where we have overcome the immense dangers and finally mastered dark energy. The Russian astrophysicist Nikolai Kardashev famously classified civilizations based on their energy consumption. Type 1 controls a planet, Type 2 controls a star, and Type 3 controls a galaxy. This breakthrough would signal the end of scarcity forever. We could build cities that float among the clouds, terraform barren planets with ease, and support populations trillions strong without straining our resources. We could build computers the size of planets, capable of simulating entire universes to unlock the deepest secrets of reality. We could create works of art on a cosmic scale, sculpting nebulae or composing music with the light of dying stars. The ability to control dark energy would not just change how we live, it would fundamentally change where we can go. A journey to Alpha Centauri, our nearest stellar neighbor, would take days instead of millennia. Humanity would spread out among the stars, settling on millions of new worlds. We might learn how to create time bubbles where processes could be sped up or slowed down. With limitless power and the ability to traverse the galaxy, a Type Omega civilization would eventually look beyond its own needs and begin to influence the cosmos on a grand scale. We could shepherd stars, moving them to extend their lifespans or to prevent them from going supernova near populated systems. We could create a cosmic wall, a region of manipulated spacetime that shields our local group of galaxies from the accelerating expansion. In the most distant future, we might even consider creating new universes. Our exploration of dark energy has taken us from the frontiers of modern science to the furthest reaches of our imagination. It is the ultimate transition from being a passive passenger on Spaceship Earth to becoming a member of the cosmic crew, with hands on the controls of the universe itself. Before we can be trusted with the power of the gods, we must first prove that we have the wisdom of the gods. Our new place in the cosmos depends on it. While the dream of harnessing dark energy is a powerful motivator, we must recognize that this future is likely many thousands, if not millions, of years away. We are like ancient mariners who have just discovered the existence of a vast ocean and are only now beginning to build the first clumsy rafts to explore its shores. The journey itself is a source of immense value. This quest unites us in a common purpose. It is our innate curiosity, our relentless drive to explore and understand, that has lifted us from the caves to the moon. The existence of dark energy can be seen in two ways. It can be viewed as a depressing final chapter for the universe, a force that will eventually push everything apart, leading to a cold and lonely end, or it can be seen as an invitation. The universe is not a simple, static place. It is dynamic, evolving, and filled with forces that we are only just beginning to perceive. The universe has thrown down a gauntlet. It has revealed a power that dwarfs all others, and it silently waits to see if we or any other species will be brave enough and wise enough to one day rise to the challenge and accept its profound and mind-blowing invitation.